everybody, welcome to my first long form video on YouTube. I'm so excited. Sorry if I look a little bit of a mess today. I woke up crazy early this morning to go ride. I think I've stated it in some of my other short form videos. I ride horses and I've been doing that early in the morning because it is too hot right now to ride in the afternoon when it's 100 and something degrees outside. Not doing that. No ma'am, not. As a chronic illness person, absolutely not doing that to myself. But I decided to do some long form videos basically about some series that I have finished reading. Some of these series aren't finished. Most of them I'm going to try to only yap about the ones that are finished, but a lot of times the short form videos do not do a series justice, so I will be trying to go through first my physical reads up here on my bookshelf. I don't have too many of them because I unfortunately do not have a very big bookshelf. Unfortunately, hoping to remedy that in the future so I can buy as many physical books as I want. But without further ado, the first series I'm going to go through is the Autopsy of a Fairytale series. And this was one of the first series I got back into reading, and so it kind of holds a little special place in my heart. I would say it was this one as well as the ACOTAR series or A Court of Thorns and Roses series, or the two series that I started reading again after I stopped reading for a very long time, which is super unfortunate. Missed out on a couple of years of trying to read and everything like that and read as many books as possible, but I've recently, well, not recently, the last 2 years I have been picking up reading again and exploring lots of different genres, and this is a crime slash romance slash fantasy it's based in the real world. Obviously there's going to be fantasy elements, but mostly in the real world, and the FMC is in her 30s, and this series is so fun. I really enjoy it every time Nicole Scarano comes out with another book in this series. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but all of the books in the series coincide with a fairy tale. And I am a sucker for a fairy tale retelling or something of that nature where the old fairy tales are involved in any way. I usually love it, and it's always fun. I like seeing how authors incorporate fairy tales into a new work and things like that. So in this series, Isabel Emerson slash Belle from Beauty and the Beast. This is a Beauty and the Beast inspired book. The Beauty and the Beast theme kind of overarches. It's an overarching theme across multiple of the books, but this one is mainly just Beauty and the Beast inspired. And so there's Isabel Emerson. She's in her 30s. She was a detective in, I believe, Chicago. It's been a minute since I've read the first book, but she had this crazy accident. Well, not really an accident. She had an attack in Chicago, and she decided to move to a small town called Bakja. I think that's how you say it. I know she has a pronunciation guide somewhere. Pause. Or Bajka. I remember it is a word from, I believe, it's from a different, I want to say it's Swedish, I believe. Something like that. Something from over there. It's not English. It's not an English word, but it does mean, I believe, fairy tale or something along that lines. Anyway, she moves to this small town and becomes a homicide detective for this small town because she needed to get away from all the death and stuff like that, because Chicago is a big city and there is a lot of deaths going around, a lot more homicides, just because there's a lot more people in Chicago than in a small town. But she gets hired on as a homicide detective in Boschka, and she hasn't started there long when we get into the first part of this book. I believe she's been there for like a month or two, just enough to get our feet under her, and then people start showing up as being made into furniture. They're dead, and they're being made into furniture. And so she has to figure out, obviously, who done it. And there is a mysterious rich guy who bought this very old mansion that he is renovating, that just moved in. He's very mysterious, not very many people see him. He doesn't have an online presence. There's like no photos of him. And it's Eamon Stone, or Eamon, I don't know, however you want to say that. Eamon. However you want to say that. Eamon. But Belle is suspicious of him, of doing the killings. And I'm just going to kind of leave it there. It's very exciting. I love it. It is a shorter book, but honestly, I really enjoy a shorter book a lot of times. I like the way Nicole writes. It's very, I would say, it's not, like, it doesn't feel like you have to really hurry and jam all the information in your brain and you'll come back to it. You know, it feels a little bit more, you get information as you go along because it is in Belle's perspective. In some of the later books, I believe you get a couple of point of views from somebody else. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, it's very exciting. But this one, like I said, this is based off Beauty and the Beast. The second one, I cannot remember what it's based off of, but my mom has it because she is also reading it. She really likes it too. But this Kidnapping of a Myth is inspired by Peter Pan, and the chronology of a character is Matchstick Girls and Lubart the Pirate. It's a pirate one. They're two fairy tales I'm not super familiar with, and this one was really fun. Evidence of a Folktale. This one was probably my favorite one out of the whole series. There's lots of twists in it. There's basically a twist in all of these books, which is why I absolutely love them. A lot of times I will read these in one sitting. A lot of times, especially on a weekend, if I don't really have much to do, I will read one whole book of this, a full one, in an afternoon, because, like I said, I love the way she writes. It's very addicting too, and she does write twists so well. But this one was my favorite. This is a Little Red Riding Hood inspired one, and her most recent one that she wrote in this is Postmortem of a Poem. This is actually one of the books I did a first video on, I believe, because I ordered from her on Etsy, I believe. I ordered directly from her, from Nicole, and this one is based off of Little Mermaid, and I absolutely love the artwork. Whoever she has hired for the artwork for all of these is so fun. I love all the details on it, and you can clearly, as you can probably see, all of the inspiration from the fairy tales and things like that. I just love it. I love it. And there is also artwork in some of the pages, like this one. Let's see, like chapter 1 in the first book. I love this with the evidence on it. It's just so fun. I love artwork in the books. It makes it very exciting and things like that. But like I said, I'm a little biased about this since it did get me kind of back into reading. It's one of those things. And me and my friend did it was literally a 2-person book club. It was just us two. But we started reading these together, and it's so fun. And I've really enjoyed reading all these books. And she's not done writing this series. However, Nicole does state that she is the mood writer for the mood reader, so she does have a ton of other books in different genres, and I'll probably read quite a few more of her other books. I believe I've read one other book by her, and I think I'm planning on reading another one of her books, because she also has some more themed romance books for certain holiday seasons, which is really fun. But this one, I will say, it does have, I believe I would consider this a closed door romance series. Like I said, the crimes are a little gruesome sometimes, so if you're a little sensitive to that, it's not crazy explicit, but you know, just be aware it is a crime, romance, fantasy book series, so just, it's not crazy, but I just wanted to put that out there. So if somebody starts reading this and is shocked about describing a crime scene, yeah, because I do think there's people out there that would be shocked that in a crime book there are descriptions of crime scenes. However, it's super fun. I would probably rate this whole series overall, I'd probably give it like 4 to 5 stars. I really enjoy it. These are really, really good books, at least in my opinion. These are really good books for when just a bunch of life is happening or has happened, and I want to sit down, read a book, and disappear into the world of somewhere else for a little while. And like I said, I really do like that I can read these in a day, like on a weekend or something like that. I really enjoy it. These are definitely, Nicole writes these very fun and intriguing, and I feel like I get addicted every time I pick up one of her books. Absolutely love them. There's usually a plot twist somewhere in there. All of these have a plot twist on them, and this is also one of my favorite things. She also does put the numbers on the spines, like I feel like a lot of other book series should do. I could go on a whole rant about how I really, really miss having book numbers on spines, but she does it, and it's so great, and I love it. Like I said, I have loved everything that Nicole has put out. She is an indie author. Like I said, she has her own Etsy. Occasionally she does do signed copies, I believe, through her Etsy, and she's also available on Amazon. You can get a lot of her books on there. I have subscribed to her newsletter and things like that, because she also writes little short stories as well that you can see. And I will try to link her Instagram, as well as I think she has, I'll try to link the Amazon listing for this first one in the description. I don't know if I can, because sometimes YouTube's a little funny. If I can't do it in the description, I will put it in a comment, and I believe I can pin a comment here on YouTube. But like I said, I will give you all the links to the book series and the link to her Instagram down below. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe if you want to see more, and hopefully we will get through my whole physical bookshelf for now. So it was great seeing you guys. Let me know your favorite series in the comments, or the book series that got you back into reading if you had to take a break from reading or was on a break from reading for a while like me. Put those in the comments below. I also love hearing any recommendations about books. As I have stated in my bio, my TBR is unending. I just keep adding to it, so what's another book or book series at this point I can read for the rest of my life and probably not finish it? But I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.